How you guys doing on this beautiful, beautiful day? Trying to put my shoe on. Hello, hello. All right, guys. So we are here. We are ready. We getting ready to go. Had to do something very simple and easy today, because we try to make sure all of our stuff is simple and easy. All right. All righty. Okay. So let's get started. What we are going to do on today, what we're going to cook. We're going to be cooking some honey pepper chicken. And then, hey Steph, how you doing? Hey Honey Bunny, how you doing? Um, YouTube as well. So we're going to be cooking a honey pepper chicken. Kind of like a Asian dish a little bit. And then we're going to do a homemade caramel spice loaf cake. And why I say loaf is because I'm doing a small one. See this here? Now you guys can do a whole cake, whatever you want to do. Remember, it's your way, your style, your taste, okay? Only reason why I'm doing loaf right here lately is because it's just me and my husband. And we don't want to have too much. I mean, if people come over and eat, it'll be enough, you know what I'm saying. But that's why I'm doing it like that. So you can do a whole cake if you want to, or a whole long pan if you want to, okay? Just do it that way if you want. All right. And then we're going to go into doing our chicken. All right. So, all right, let's go ahead and pray and give God the glory on this morning. Thank you for waking us up because we're here. He's given us another chance to get it right with Him. So we give Him the glory on this morning. We thank Him for our health, whatever state our health may be in. We give Him the glory because we know He can do all things, right? We know He's a healer. Whatever state that our bodies are in, we know that He can heal us, deliver us, and keep us, right? So we give Him the glory on this morning. We thank you for our bodies, our minds. We thank you for keeping us and guiding us and leading us throughout this life. We thank Him for our family and our friends. And we give Him the glory for this food that we're about to prepare for our family and our friends. We thank Him for being able to even to prepare it, to have the means to prepare it. And we pray that it blesses and that it's a nourishment to their body. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So we're getting ready to get up in here. We're going to start, of course, first of all, with our cake. And that should be done by the time we finish. We're gonna see. It just depends on your oven, okay? So, and if you're new here, what we do here, we encourage each other to get in this kitchen and cook. You can do it. I don't care if you've never boiled anything. You can do this, right? It just takes a little time, a little effort. That's it, and preparation. And when you're cooking, if I can cook and talk to you at the same time, even though I'm seasoned, you should be able to get up here and cook and bake as well to your own rhythm, your own rhythm. Okay, so we encourage you to do that. That way, you have control over what you put in your food, the salt, the sugar, everything that you put in there, you have control over it. So that's what our method is. It's to get you in the kitchen and take control over your own body, what you're putting in there, okay? And it can be good. It will be good. All right. All right. So let's get ready. Okay. So for your cake, you're gonna need your flour, self-rising flour. That's what I use, self-rising flour. If you want to use another flour and then add on the other things that make it rise, you can do that. It's your way, your kitchen. All right. So we're gonna need our flour. You're gonna need your butter, a stick and a half. one stick and a half of butter. So we're gonna need that melted. Some people don't melt it, some people do. Some people let it get room temperature and just put it in there and But I'm keeping it simple because I'm aware that a lot of people do not have all the tools. And just because they don't have all the tools, I want them to know they can still get in this kitchen and do the recipes, right? So we're still keeping it old school. We're keeping it a whisk or a spoon. It's gonna work either way, right? So that's why I'm doing this. I have a blender, a stirrer, or whatever. I have all those tools, but I want you to feel confident in knowing that if you use this, it's still gonna come out the same way. Okay, so you need your flour, your sugar, your eggs. We're only doing 2 eggs for this recipe because well, you can do 3 if you're doing a big um, cake, but I'm only doing 2 because I'm doing a loaf. All right, and so you're gonna need your spices as well, your eggs, your butter. So I have, no, I don't want that one. I have my nutmeg, okay, and this is what's gonna make all this stuff spicy. My cinnamon, and then I have allspice, right? Okay, and then I do have, if you do not need this, but I just want a little umph, and see, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing it to my taste, y'all. I'm in my own kitchen. All right. So if you have, where's it at? I don't know if you guys familiar with this lady, but if you have any of this or whatever type of molasses, if you have any, this will give it a little umph. Okay, so it'll take it to the next level. But if you do not, it's okay. It's still gonna be good. All right. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using just a little bit of molasses. See, just a little bit. All right. So let's get busy. I'm gonna go ahead and put. I'm doing a cup and a half because I'm doing the loaf. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in there, and I'm going to put a cup of sugar. Not a cup and a half, just a cup. And I might hold back because you know what? If Rich is watching, I ain't gonna use all that sugar. We can do without all that, okay? So I'm just gonna hold back. Maybe half a cup. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stir this in. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my butter on the stove and melt it so it can be ready to go in when I'm ready. And get that in there. And with this caramel, I'm going to show you guys and walk you guys through the process of making your own caramel, okay? It is not hard at all. There are different ways you can make some caramel. When you get good at it, you'll start doing some other ways. But until you start doing it often, we're going to show you this easy way. And we'll get into that after we get our cake made and get our chicken almost finished. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little wedge. This is how I'm doing. I'm just doing this, and I'm gonna make a little wedge and put it in the middle. Everything goes in the middle. That's just how my grandma taught me, Grandma Martha Style. Goes in the middle. One egg, 2 eggs. Now I do suggest, just depends on your eggs. I do suggest that you do your eggs in a different container, um, just because I hardly ever have a problem, but just because you may have an egg that's bad, so you don't want to mess up the whole batter of trying to get that bad egg out. So you want to take your time and probably put one egg in a, little measuring cup or something. Put it in a little cup and then put it in there as you go. That's what I suggest. Just suggesting it. All right. And you're going to need your milk. So we have our eggs. So get our milk, and you're going to need some sour cream. Unless you have buttermilk. Now, if you have buttermilk already, that's good. If you do not have buttermilk, you can just use milk. It's okay. So I'm using a cup of milk and some sour cream. Now, the reason why I'm using sour cream, that butter get it going, is because that helps make it a little bit more softer, and it really turns into your buttermilk. So I am just scooping up that much, and that's it. That is Grandma Martha style. I am not measuring that. That is Grandma Martha style right there. A pinch of this, a pinch of that to your taste, baby. To your taste, baby. All right, so let's stir this up. My butter is getting good over there. It's smelling good. And that's how you really kind of make your caramel as well. But you do your sugar first and let that get caramelized up. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my molasses in there. Get all that out. That molasses helps sweeten it up too. Now I hope you have your water ready. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my butter in. It got a little caramelized itself. Put that on in there. So we got our molasses, all our other ingredients in. We're gonna go ahead and put our spice ingredients in here. Now this is to your taste as well, okay? But I will tell you, um, be a little uh, light-handed on that nutmeg because that nutmeg is kind of powerful. So, but keep it to your taste. Now the cinnamon is not as powerful, but that nutmeg it is. Okay. And always taste as you go. That's what we tell you guys. Taste as you go. That way you'll be able to say, do I need to add this? Do I need to add something else to make it even out? What do I need to do? So this is our spice cake and this is how it's looking. Okay? Spiced up, y'all. And what's really going to be the kicker is the caramel that you're going to put on top. Oh my gosh. With that spice cake. Mm, mm. It's good. But it seems like I want to put something else in there, add some more of something. That's why you got to taste it. It's really good. Mm. That that caramel. not caramel, but the caramelized butter is throwing me off because it's so good. Y'all, just hold on 1 minute. See, this is how we do. Hmm, that's good. Um, okay, let me just try and see if that gives me what I want. See how we do? We have to talk ourselves through it, taste ourselves through it. That's how you do. That's how you do. It's no tricks to it, no special thing to it. You basically are doing things to your taste and how in your spirit, how you feel like, oh, now that's it right there. I'm telling you, that's how you cooking. That's how you baking. I think that's gonna satisfy me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That satisfies me. So I'm finished with that. Put this to the side. Put me a little bit of flavoring, just a little bit, because I got what I want, the taste that I want. So I don't really need too much of a flavoring. Okay. I might make some little cupcakes. Hmm. That's good. All righty. So we finished with that. We're gonna move on. We rinse this off. And now we're gonna get ready for our chicken. We put this on in the oven. Put your ovens on 350 or 330, 325, depending on how fast your oven is. Okay? Y'all see that? And that's for my loaf. And I think I might be able to make a little bit of cupcakes because what is going to be good is getting up in the morning, getting some with a cup of coffee. But we normally eat like fruit and stuff like that in the morning. I don't know, y'all. I might not be able to do no cupcakes. If I do, it'd be like 3 or 4. Because I don't want to overdo this. So I have just a little bit left, but I'm gonna do some cupcakes with that. There we go. Put that to the side. So I have it in here, halfway full, over halfway rather. All right, so we got that in there. Let's put all our other stuff up that we do not need. All of our baking stuff. Let's put it up. Get it out the way. Clean as we go. Right? That way we don't have to worry about being overwhelmed while we eat. Okay, let's wipe our surface off. We're getting ready to go to town up in here. All right, so let's get ready to get our chicken. I have 2 chicken breasts, right? I'm gonna cut them up like little nuggets. know a lot of people, I don't know if anybody's even thinking this or whatever. I just want to cover it. But I know, let me go ahead and get this pan ready because it takes a minute sometimes. Olive oil and a little bit of mine. It's about out, but I got a new one over there. Y'all see all that seasoning? So I'm gonna just go ahead on and put all that seasoning in there and on this. There you go. Anywho, let me get back to what I was getting ready to say. Um, I know a lot of people use their gloves when they're cooking. Uh, I do sometimes, but I have not. I just cannot operate as good in them. And sometimes you probably need the tight ones, the real tight ones, maybe. I'm not sure. But that's why I continuously wash my hands when I'm dealing with certain meats, you know. So definitely, if you're not a person that's going to wash your hands a lot, um, and it dries your hands out to put your hands all in the water that much, then you definitely need to probably be wearing some gloves. Now, me, I'm going to wash my hands, you know, I'm going to be back and forth washing my hands. So that's why I don't wear gloves, particularly because they don't work that good for me. I love to touch my food. Um, I love to touch it. I mean, I know you can touch it with the gloves and stuff. I just love to feel it with my raw hands. So I choose to wash my hands continuously. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there. Just wanted to throw it out there. As you know, back in the day, they didn't have no gloves. They didn't have no gloves, and we ate that food. So God bless us not to get sick. I don't even remember. I don't even know. I know they wash their hands some, but I don't know if they wash them as much as I do. But I know they did. So either way, whatever works for you, that's what you do. All right. As long as we all stay healthy and clean in the kitchen. Okay. So this is how I am cutting up my chicken in little, um, like little nuggets, right? And it's not going to take too long for them to cook. Just depends on your stove. Like my stove, sometimes I don't know what's going on, and I got gas. So, huh, go figure. Who knows? All right. So with this here, all right. So we're gonna go over some ingredients. This is gonna be after our sweet stuff that's gonna go on it. It's gonna be kind of after or while it's in there. Okay. I have my garlic. What little bit I have of that. I'll bring out the next one whenever I get ready. I have my peppers. I have my green pepper, my yellow pepper, and my red pepper. And I also have my jalapeno peppers. Okay. And I have my onions. Right. I'm going to go ahead and start slicing up a little bit of my veggies as well. But my veggies are not going in there until my chicken is done. Now, most of the time, I'll go ahead and do my veggies before, but this time, my chicken is going to be completely done with the juices in there. So I don't have to worry about my veggies, being messed up or anything like that with some raw chicken juice in there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to put my seasoning on. I have my Slap Your Mama. We don't need too much seasoning with this chicken because we're going to use a lot of our honey and sweetness to go on this. All right. So I have some turmeric, and I've started using turmeric with a lot of my food because one thing, it's good for you. So if you can get it in your food, then do that. Okay. So I have a little turmeric that I'm putting up here. Go. I'm gonna go ahead and put all these in here. Make sure everybody get that seasoning. Drop it on in here. So my it is ready. Praise the Lord. And these are a lot of pieces of chicken that we have in here. So I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm gonna leave some out until I can add some other ones in. And I am gonna go ahead and cut me up a little bit of butter and put it in there. Mm, right, the rest of them in here. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and wipe this off real good. All right. Now, okay. We're gonna let this cook up real good. And while we're letting this cook up real good, we're gonna start on that caramel, okay? Because it's gonna take this a minute. And turn some of them over. And we can start on having our caramel for our cake ready. So that way I give you the basic of what you need to do to make that caramel, okay? And while you're making it, and it's easy, it's only 3 ingredients. So you need to have some butter, some whipping cream, and sugar. And that's it. Turn it all of these over. And these are going to probably take about 15 minutes, if that. And we got about 30 minutes, right? And we're going to make our sauce to go in here as well. All right. So we have all of our peppers and stuff cut up. A little bit of garlic in here. Just a little bit. Okay. Have that pepper there. All right. So let's get ready to start on our caramel. All right. You need some sugar. We're going to start with a cup of sugar. That's it. Try this out. Let me try this out. I'm going to start with a cup of sugar, and we're going to let that sugar caramelize, all right? So if you've never done this, you can probably feel like it's burning and all that stuff like that. It's okay. I got you. So we're doing a cup of sugar. Put it in there like that, and we're going to turn it on. All right. Finish with that. So we're putting it up. Okay. Spread it on out. Let that heat get to it. And then we're going to add the butter. And then we'll add the creamer. All right, so let me go ahead and do these onions. While that is going, see, it just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. But long as you already have all your ingredients out and you ready to go, you good. So there we go. We got our onions, we got our peppers. Cut a little bit of this up because I want it to be just a little tad spicy, not much, but a tad. And we go. And we don't want people getting big pieces of pepper, jalapeno pepper at that. So we definitely gonna cut these up. The other ones we're gonna leave whole. But if you prefer to keep yours long, that's okay. That's so long your taste, not mine. Yours. All right. Pay attention to this sugar and let it get it going. Get it caramelized. So that's what that heat is going to do. The heat is going to caramelize this sugar. And then we're going to go ahead and from the caramelization, the brownness of this sugar, that's what makes that caramel look. Okay? You don't have to put any other like brown sugar. You can use brown sugar if you want to, but you don't have to put it in there. Okay? Um, that caramelization is what's going to help that color. And it's going to take a minute. That's why we are going on doing this while we're cooking our chicken because that caramelization takes a minute. Excuse me. Let me get some Jamaica, y'all. That's what I'm drinking. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get us a little bowl as well. You know what? I might just do it all in here. I think I'm just gonna do it all in the skillet, so you guys won't have too many things to be, you know, cleaning. We can always do it all in one skillet. So we're gonna put our honey pepper, our honey and stuff in here. What I am going to be using, I'm going to be using this sweet sauce, kind of like sweet and sour, and this is the chili sauce as well, right here, right? And I brought this out, so I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. This sauce here, okay, with just a touch of honey, and then we're gonna top it off with some sesame seed right here. See that? And then we're gonna put in all our veggies with it, and that's gonna be it. And it's gonna be tasting real, real good. Okay, we wanna make sure we got our chicken cooking good. I'm gonna turn this like this a little bit. Cooking over here. You see it take a minute for that caramelization to get going. And if you get a little impatient like me, you can always go ahead and put your butter in there and let it start all let it all start caramelizing real quick. But we want the sugar to start at least getting a little bit of caramelization on it before we do that. At least a little bit. There we go. Make sure you keep an eye on your cake. And mine is coming along pretty good. Okay, so while we're waiting on that and we're waiting on this a little bit, we can be straightening up. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Straighten up as we go so you will not be overwhelmed. Everything will be basically done. Put some of this stuff up. And this is all we need out what we're using right there. Everything else we go. And what is good with this as well is you can put some rice with this if you want to. Make it even more heartier. That's up to you. Put my little, and then I just want to taste y'all. Mm, that's good. Okay. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and put me some butter in here. Cause I at least want y'all to see how it's gonna come out. We'll start off with a little bit of butter in there. And it didn't take that long to start getting that going. Okay. I put like a half a stick. I think that's what it ended up being probably. So what we're doing is getting this caramelized. Up in here. Okay. And with that butter in it, it's gonna help it to start caramelizing a little bit more. And you have to pay attention to it when it starts to caramelizing, guys, because it'll get away with you. Just like you making a roux, you got to pay attention to it for a little bit because it'll get away from you real quick when it starts to caramelize. That chicken is finally getting on in there. Let me check my cake. It's still got a little bit to go. So it's probably not gonna be ready when y'all get we get finished. But at least we will have our caramel almost done. Let that sit in there for a second. All right, so we finally got this going really good over here. So now what we're getting ready to do is put our sweetness in here, and that's going to caramelize and give us a glaze as well in here. Okay. Go ahead and put our, I think I want to put it in there after. All right, so let's start with this. And I am just eyeing it down. I am not particularly putting, and we did half of that. So it's no particular amount to your taste. Grandma Martha Style again. Put my honey in. Okay. Where's my honey? There we go. My honey. And what you could do is put a little mustard in here as well. Mm-mm. But we got a lot of good spices up in here, so we don't need no mustard. Mm. Now that's good. That's really good. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of this sweetness here. I see my caramel doing pretty good. Okay. And we're just gonna let this caramelize a little bit, and then we're gonna put in our vegetables. And that's gonna be it, guys. Like I said, you could put some rice with this if you would like to make it a little bit more heartier. It's up to you. Now see how this, I don't know if you can see this, how this is caramelizing, it's turning to that caramel, let's see, caramel color. I want you guys to see that. How it's turning into that caramel color. See that? That's what we want. And that's what's going to be going on top of our um, cake. So we're going to put a little creamer in here and maybe a little bit of flavoring as well. That's that caramel color we want right there. Now it's acting new. It's going. Let it get on the surface a little bit. see how much you've done in an hour? We have our loaf in the oven, and we have made us some honey pepper chicken, and you also have learned how to make you some caramel. A quick, easy way to make some caramel. Okay, doke. Yeah. Now we're gonna put this in. See, I want you guys to see this, how this is looking. Okay, so you can make this yourself. You see that? You see that? That's the color that you want. Granted, it takes a minute, but we are finishing all of this in 60 minutes. And we're not even 60 minutes, not even up yet. So we're gonna go ahead and put our whipping cream in here. Go on with the whipping cream. Now you gotta go ahead and get this stirred on up real good. Might want to take it off a little bit because this can definitely turn into candy real quickly if you don't keep it stirred. And I really kind of needed my, whatchamacallit, to keep it stirring. Let me get that right quick. Now we're gonna have to do some fixing because I had to stop. Stir it real quick. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this in here. See if I can get it to loosen up. This ain't doing nothing to do, but we're gonna get it. Let me use the other thing again. There we go. You want it loose, loosey goosey. All righty. Let me see if I can try a little water. We'll see. I don't want to make it cold too much up there either. We're gonna see. Okay, now chicken is about done over there. Keep back on that for a little bit. See how that do. But we got the bulk of that caramel going pretty good. Now some of it, I'm gonna show you because I want you guys to know if you do the same thing, it's okay. As long as you got the rest of that caramel up in there going, you good. And it's gonna get a little thicker. So let me cut this off and put our vegetables in here because we are finished with this. And we're gonna let that simmer just a little bit more. Oh gosh, y'all see how that looks? Wow, looking good, and I know it tastes good. Put the top back on it, let it simmer a little bit. Let's get back over here with our cornmeal. What we want to do is take this off my other cornmeal and put my hand on it because you know this paint this that. It seems like it won't work with me, but then again it don't. So we're just gonna take it out, put it right there. If it wants to turn into candy, we'll end up eating it. But I didn't get to get put in any of my flavoring, so it can have a little flavoring taste to it. There we go. All right, so we got the caramel going good, y'all. And we're gonna be able to put this on top of the cake. Now I'm gonna show y'all what I did. This little bit turned into, uh, I don't know if you can see it. This little bit turned into actually some candy. You see it, but this is the caramel right here, and it's gonna get a little bit thicker, and that's what we're gonna put on our cake, on top of our cake. We still got a lot enough to put up there. Okay, this is our caramel. It's going to get thicker. And it takes a while sometimes, guys, but this is a quick one that you can do and still have the flavor, right? If you want the real, real thick, thick, you know, but this turned into some candy and we'll be eating on that. Mm. But this is it. So we got that made to put on top of our cake, spice cake, and we have our chicken. Like I said, you can always do you some rice. So we're gonna plate this so you guys can see how this is going to look. Y'all see this? Oh my gosh. Let me get some of that juice. Y'all, look at there. You see that? And then put you some rice if you want to up under that. But if you want to eat it a little bit more healthier, just eat it just like that. Guys, I gotta get you some. And that spice cake is almost done. I don't know, it's hot, y'all, so that's gonna try to make sure I don't do too much. And be like, okay. Mm, mm, that's good. It's got some kick to it. Mm, but it's good. That is real good. And that's it, guys. We got the chicken done, cake almost done. It's getting there. And we got our caramel. Look at that. Ah! Y'all see how pretty that's turning out? You see that caramel? Do you see that caramel? You see that? Mm. That's what we're going to be putting on our cake. Yes. So we are finished. Everything is done. We can clean up what little bit we got to clean up. And y'all can enjoy. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Hey, I didn't even get a chance to say hey to everybody. I am so sorry. I got to do better. Hey, Valerie, my sister in law, Darlene. Hey, sweetie. I can't see these. Sabrina, Tanya, and whomever else. Don't blame it to my heart. I can't see a lot of those that's up there. Some of them I see the face across. I might see their face across, but then I don't see their name. So I don't know what's going on. But thank you everyone for chiming in. I appreciate you guys. Um, it's a little bit after 60 minutes, but that's okay. All right, I was just talking. That's the reason why. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you so, 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 so much. Don't forget to share, to love on each other, share your wisdom, your kindness, your love, share your money, share your food, whatever you have that you can share it. Amen. And don't forget to pray for each other because we never know who's going through what, who's coming out of what, and who's getting ready to go through something, right? And we don't need to know. All we need to do is pray. Pray for them. All right. I love you guys and thank you for cooking with us today. I pray yours is going to be just as good. I'm going to put me some sesame seeds up here as well to make it the finished product. And if you have some sesame seed, you can do that as well. So until next time, we will see you guys next Saturday in the kitchen. All right? Cooking with Freda, Grandma Martha Style. Mwah! I love you. Have a wonderful day, guys.